Fuck. Fuck. Okay, that was my Geralt impression. I'll take my Oscar now. It's less than a week to The Witcher Season 2, and dear Netflix, we gotta talk, buddy. If you click this video, you know The Witcher, and you know Season 2 is coming. It's actually almost here, December 17th. That's Friday. Almost exactly 2 years after the first season aired, we're finally here. Thank COVID for halting production. I'm going to tell you now what I'm expecting, what they should fix, and what they shouldn't fix. But first, let me qualify myself. I'm a huge Witcher fan, but I also have a terrible memory. So I actually forgot most of the story. But if you asked me 5 years ago when I replayed the games for the third time, I could have told you everything about the lore. I could have answered all of your questions. I was probably the single most knowledgeable person on the Witcher world, and that includes Andrzej Sapkowski. I know the dude wrote some books on it, but I don't read fanfiction. So now that we established that I'm not a nerd, let's see what I think would propel this show to the pantheon of great TV shows. Okay, so it's inevitable to extrapolate from season 1, so first of all, let's cut out the things we don't want. First, too many time jumps and too much lore. I know, you're already commenting what a weak-minded individual I am, that I can't follow the beautifully tangled up mess that season 1 was. But actually, no, I enjoyed that, but let's not forget that I already knew all this. Like, it was cool, but it didn't give me any value.
That they kept dropping all these character names and places that I've already been to and people I already talked to in the game. It doesn't do anything for me.
But I imagine it was a freaking nightmare for anyone who just got introduced to this world. And there's a reason I'm mentioning these at the same time. Like, Game of Thrones was super complicated for what it was. Like, there was a ton of characters and you have to remember all of these places and kingdoms and everything. And that's fine on its own. And on the other hand, there's Pulp Fiction, where it's a really simple story, but there's time jumps and all of these weird edits, so you kind of have to puzzle the entire thing together. So you didn't have to remember 75 character names. The Witcher is these two together, it's just too much. And also, how many times do we have to see Calanthe die? Poor soul. Bottom line, just keep it a bit simple. Dragging out plot lines. Okay, so I know this is partly budget reasons and this is a first season. Show me one person that was excited about these walks in the forest. I honestly have no real solution to this. I don't know if the source material had anything better to work with, but it's just not that interesting. She's just walking. And then what is it with the colored contacts? And I don't mean don't have colored contacts, I know it's in the story, but it looks so unnatural. Is it just me? Less who cares moments. Okay, I don't think I'll say anything profound here, I'll just show you this scene.
City will be allowed to stay.
Guys, it's okay to make 4 episodes if you don't have enough material, but I think this time could have been used way better. But also, please don't use that time to remake the worst episode in The Last Airbender.
Absolutely not. We'd rather be taken by the Fire Nation than travel with those stinking thieves.
We wouldn't travel with you pompous fools anyway.
Damn it, to Korath!
It's got your goat.
Someone stole my pack. Probably those fucking reavers! Aye, well. 3 days journey and only one route to the top. Leaves plenty of time for me to pet in it, Gruel!
Okay, here's my favorite part. Pouch and currency consistency. I can't believe how everyone, when requested payment, have the exact amount of orans, credits, or whatever in their pouch, and they can just literally throw it at Geralt at a moment's notice. Here they even haggle and he has the exact amount of 150 ducats in the pouch. Notice the size of it, it will be important later. Now it's worth noting that we are in Blaviken, which is part of Redania in the time of this plot, I believe. And the closest they used the ducat is kinda really far from here in Cadwin. I don't know what's customary when paying a Witcher, but it's a bit odd. I would assume because they are travelers, maybe they would take payment in crowns or orans more, but there are banks, I guess, it's just interesting to me. And then here, at first I was like, how do they always have the exact amount ready? But in this case, it wasn't negotiated on the spot at least, so you could say it was prepared in advance. But still, 3,000 orens in the same pouch that Geralt got 150 ducats in. And yes, I did look it up, and to the best of my knowledge, there is no 100 oren coin or 1000 ducat coin or anything like that. One coin is one coin, so I don't know how this works out to be honest, but I think I might be nitpicking totally unnecessarily, so I'll stop being an ass now. But just one more, here's where the fun begins. Okay, so I will boldly assume that this is florins in that pouch, as we are in Nilfgaard, and he actually says that it's not silver, don't worry, so there might be different types of coins here, so maybe all my previous points are moot, but anyways, we know that 500 orens are 45 florins, so approximately 11 times more valuable. And that pouch earlier was 3,000 orens. Given that this pouch looks and sounds quite similar to that, if not heavier,
It's not silver.
it has to be at least 3,000 florins, which would make it about 35,000 orens worth of florins in that pouch. Being a Doppler is good money, man. If my math is wrong, let me know. And now that I got all of this out of my system, let's get to the good shit, the things I want more of. Okay, so this has been eating at me, and I don't know if this is a common take, but please take a look at this. Why did we stop doing this? This is the single biggest issue I have with The Witcher. After this fight, we never ever get another one like this. The first episode is supposed to be a pitch for the entire season, so why didn't we get more fights like this? I don't understand. When I saw this for the first time, I was screaming like a little girl. Like, it was so brutal and amazing. And I'm incredibly let down that we didn't get more of this. Please give us more fights like this and less of this graphically safe bullshit. Thank you. Also, I said that I want a more linear story, but that doesn't mean get rid of the side quests and the monsters and the curses and all the Eastern European folk inspired things, the simplicity of the common folk. Those were all great. So please keep them, because that's what The Witcher is all about. And I haven't read the books, but I think the books are also about these short stories that are like folk inspired. And there's obviously a bigger story, but just like the game, it's so much about the little things, helping the people in the village, and all of those tiny things that make the world feel full and interesting. So don't just have the world-changing, epic, grandiose stuff. So the Striga was awesome, and I want more things like that, more signature creatures. And here's my wish list. I want a Leshen, I want a Succubus, because of course, I'm a simple man. I would love to see a Godling. I think a Fiend would be fun as well. Maybe a Vampire. And my personal favorite in all of The Witcher, please have a Heim in there. I think exploring the racism against Witchers a bit more and the preconceptions against Geralt, that would be really cool as well to, you know, make them actual obstacles in the story where he's discriminated against. I think that would be fun. I would also love more alchemy, because that's a core part of the world, at least in the games. And we only ever saw like Geralt drink these tiny potions, of course, but we really only saw real alchemy when Yennefer went back and took those students on an LSD trip, and it was kind of funny. And you know, I would love to see Geralt get down and dirty, to collect fucking herbs all day, like 200 hours, like I had to do in the fucking game. And when it comes to nudity, I know it's a bit controversial, but I saw a meme, so I'm gonna act it out now. I have made more of the thing you like. I love the thing! I can't wait for the thing! Yeah! I do not like the thing. You are a bad person if you don't address that I don't like the thing. I've made changes to the thing. That's no longer the thing we wanted. I'm going to look for a different thing. Will you buy the thing? I never had any interest in the thing. Come on, Netflix, grow a pair. And show it on camera. So what about characters? More Jaskier. I'm actually one of those people that always dislikes comic relief characters. I don't know why. Maybe I'm weird. I usually find them a bit annoying. But Jaskier, I think, is great. More Geralt, but better direction, please. This is embarrassing.
What did you just say?
Fuck.
Yennefer is great. She's probably the best actor in the show, so let's build on that strength.
It took 5 minutes for the lies to start. Why did I expect anything else from a place held together by bullshit?
Yes!
When you look at the smaller roles, more Stregobor, that guy is the perfect kind of cheesy. Maybe upgrade this guy to Tawny Todd, please. No hate on him, I just really like Tawny Todd. I definitely want Dijkstra, he's one of my favorites in the game. And what could go wrong with Vesemir? You know, everybody likes him, fan favorite, and I think he's gonna be portrayed really well. And also, please surprise me with a good iteration of Lambert. I personally didn't really like him in the games. And quickly, some things we need more of: lightning round. Erect penises, perfect jawlines, and little references like this.
I talked to my horse.
God, what kind of crazy person talks to a horse?
And yeah, toss a coin to your Witcher. We obviously need a new song for season 2. Anyways, looking forward to it. Bottom line, Netflix don't treat us like children. They got Marvel movies to watch. This is our shit. So you don't have to remove gore and nudity just to please them. You may not have started as amazingly as Game of Thrones did, but if you live long enough, you sure as hell can end it better. So get on that. Thank you for watching this video. I see that most of you watching are not subscribed, and it would be the perfect Christmas present for me if you did. It costs nothing, but it will bring you cool videos like this one, so everybody wins, right? I have a lot of ideas for 2022 in terms of videos. Just stay tuned for it. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Goodbye. You're still here, great. You're part of the secret club now, just listen to me. Just type in the comments, "At first glance, this makes a lot of sense." If you type that into the comments, I'll know you have watched it all the way through. Also, if you see anyone in the comments saying that Andrzej Sapkowski is the author of the book, please link them to this timecode where I'm telling them it was sarcasm. I'm not an expert on The Witcher, I just fucking love the games. Peace.